Whoa, that's a lot of people. Okay, we're starting. Okay, so it started with a blue couch. In September 2016, I bought a blue couch because I had a job offer that was going to offer me a lot of money, more than I ever thought I deserved. So to celebrate, I decided to buy a blue couch. I thought that was a really, really good idea. Except sometimes life decides to throw you a lemon. So the first day that I started with that job, they said, nope, never mind, that job isn't actually there. You can just freelance for us instead or work for free. So I was like, fuck, what the hell am I gonna do? I have this blue fucking couch. So the way I looked at it, I was like, I've got three options. I can go and travel and try to find myself. But I had done that many times. In fact, in 2015, I clocked 25 flights. And I came back to Toronto being like, what the fuck? So then I was like, I can try and find another job. But I had no idea what the hell I was going to write into that job description. What was I going to look for? So I thought, okay, I'm just going to create something for myself. I had this idea before. I thought, I'm going to open something for myself. I'm going to make lemonade. So that's kind of what I decided to do. I looked at everything that was going on in my life, and I said, I loved being a freelancer. I loved having this freedom in my life of working from coffee shops. I loved discovering these cool coffee shops. They were so designed forward, but I was also a part of a co-working community, and I loved that community, but it didn't really have this design forward edge that I really was looking for. Something that kind of looked like my home, that was like nice and colorful and clean and neat and kind of anal. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna open a co-working space, but how's my co-working space gonna be different from all the other co-working spaces in Toronto? So I looked at all the communities I was a part of online, and I realized that a lot of them were mostly women-focused. Those are ladies' hands that I thought would look good for this. So I thought, okay, I'm going to create my space and make it focused for women. So I decided to test the market and make a really cool, super Instagrammable Instagram, and people started to like it. And I realized that, okay, I think that this is something that people really want, that if I'm going to open a co-working space and it's going to be for women, this is going to work. So on October 26, 2017, I decided to reach out to a real estate agent and start the search. And then I started to turn my apartment into like a sticky note war zone kind of thing. This is really quickly going. And so yeah, I had all these crazy ideas, and I had a friend who actually wrote her thesis on co-working, and I decided, okay, this is how it's gonna work. If I'm gonna make it, I need to make the brand like the biggest, most badass brand ever, so that people are gonna look at it and be like, hell yeah, I wanna be a part of this. So I decided to get her to create this like cool mural thing that was just gonna help drive and make this brand super cool. So then I also reached out to another friend who was an architect. He just finished architecture school, and get this, his thesis was on co-working as well. So I was like, hell yeah, you gotta be a part of this and help me design this space. So this was one of the renderings that he came up with for the space, and we collaborated, which sounds like a really scary word, which it was to me. So then 7 months later, I found a space, and I was like, holy shit, now this is really real, because I kind of just had my toe in it, but now I'm really, really real, and now I got to sign my name on this thing, and it's 3,000 square feet, like a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. And okay, here we go, 5 years, I'm doing this. So I got the keys, and now we're in it, and I'm doing all this collaboration thing. And when Abigail asked me to talk about collaboration, I was like, I don't think I really like that. I don't know about collaboration, which is ironic because I own a co-working space, and that's what people do there. Who would have thought? And then I reached out to a bunch of friends and family to help me make this space into a reality. So I bribed them with a ton of pizza and beer, said, can you just like paint all of these things, and I'm gonna be really annoying about it. So that's what happened. And then maybe every other day of the week for 2 solid months, my parents came into Toronto from Burlington and helped me create this space into something that it is today. I hired a bunch of contractors, which is not a fun thing. It sounds really exciting and kind of cool, but it's just like not at all exciting. It's like the worst time of your life, and I'm sure all of you guys know about that. And then September 18th we open, and it's like super beautiful, and everyone just loved it. And then on the very first day that I opened on September 18th, the Blog TO article came out, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Imposter syndrome is a thing that happens to people now too. And it was really great. On the first day that I opened, I had 8 members, and now I'm up to 60 members, and I'm growing. And then I got asked to be a part of all these speeches and talk about Make Lemonade and what it means to open this space and what it means to collaborate. And at first I was like, that word terrifies me. And I used to get it happens all the time, people emailing me saying, I want to collaborate, I want to pick your brain, I want to do this thing. And then when I started to write the speech and think about all the things I was doing, I realized I was collaborating the entire time. I had reached out to the friends to help me create this space. I had people design these tables who were in Leslieville. I had this artist who on 30 slides ago create that mural that was all about women body empowerment to design something on the wall that would speak to the kind of members at Make Lemonade. I reached out to some random company and who I don't remember where they are, but they created these really cool key tags for me. And then the members started to come and share everything that they were doing here. And now Make Lemonade is open and it's thriving, and I ran out of all the things to say because I wrote this speech today. But the really cool thing about Make Lemonade is that it started off as this little tiny idea because I was just really frustrated with my life and I wanted to do something different and I wanted to make an impact. And if there's one thing that I can say about my entire experience is that every single thing that you can imagine is so fucking real, because here we are. And is that it? I think that's it. That's my last slide.